Hello and welcome to this week's weekly Wisdom Wednesday transmission. I am Chelsea Hazlett and I'm so grateful you are here. We are going to talk about something so tricky today, which is detaching from the details and trusting the how to unfold. So, at some point in every manifestation journey, which is like your whole life, right? But when you are an intentional creation point, once you've started living that frequency, right, you are really understanding and you're getting yourself and you're opening and widening your bandwidth of capacity to experience and hold the frequency in which you desire to move towards. There's kind of a sneaky temptation that creeps in for almost everybody, and that's the urge to manage the how. How is this going to happen to actually experience this state all the time? And it actually can be really challenging because our minds want to know how, right? We are conditioned. And I think there's just a part of being innately human that like we want to understand how we're getting from point A to point B, right? But here is the truth. The how is never your job. Your part is the co-creation the co-creation equation is to hold your energy, expand your capacity to hold that frequency that is so new to you. Follow aligned nudges. Make decisions as that future version of yourself who already is experiencing that frequency full time, all the time, integrated, lock, stock, and barrel. The divine's part, the universe's part, is to support you in orchestrating the path that gets you there. And it's usually a path your mind could never have predicted, right? This is when we're like, oh my gosh, it's beyond my imagination. We talked a little bit about that last week. Because the moment we start micromanaging the details, we shrink possibility down to the limits of our own logic, of our own conditioning, of things that our mind can actually comprehend, which means we close doors that haven't even had a chance to open and we start controlling instead of co-creating. It's a big difference. And really, this is where deep trust becomes your most powerful manifesting tool in your toolbox. Because when you stay anchored in the frequency, you no longer need to obsess over whether the opportunity comes through your Instagram, through a friend of a friend, or maybe through a chance conversation at a coffee shop. You stop trying to engineer the path and instead stay devoted to the frequency, to the experience, to the energy. Now, detaching from the details doesn't mean doing nothing, right? We'd all love to just be sitting on our couches, eating the chocolate, watching the Netflix, and just boom, boom, boom at the door. Hello, here's your new life. It actually means doing your part, which is choosing, acting, believing, all of the things we've been talking about, and releasing the part that was actually never yours to hold. But there's a paradox. When you release the how actually has a chance to reveal itself, right? And when you get in that energy, when you are open and approach life with such wonder, your role gets to just be embody the frequency, increase your capacity to hold that new frequency and really integrate it inch by inch into your being, into your body, into your actions. Take aligned action. Trust the unfolding. And then the divine's role, the universe's role is arrange the timing, the pathways, the opportunities. I said to my son the other day, who is an aspiring actor, he had gone to an audition very exciting audition for a movie where he would be the lead. He's 10, and it's filming in Utah next year. And I told him, look, as long as you keep showing up, what is for you cannot miss you, right? As long as you keep doing your part and showing up. If you don't get this role, it's not your role. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Doesn't mean that any shoulda, woulda, coulda that you can think of. It just means it's not your role. So this week, I invite you to sit with this. Where am I gripping the how instead of bathing, steeping myself in trusting the co-creation? And what might become possible if I stopped trying to control the details and simply stayed aligned with the energy, simply focus on increasing my capacity second by second to the frequency to which I'm moving. Trust me, you do not manifest by figuring it all out. Yes, Marie Forleo, everything's figure outable, and you manifest by becoming the energetic match and letting the universe, the divine, surprise you with the how. Thanks so much for being here. Would love to hear your thoughts, comments. Have a great rest of your day.